Andrew, just walk us through what people you're talking to are saying about how the fourth quarter is going to shape up.
Hi, Yvonne. Yeah, well, we've had that prediction from OPEC a few weeks ago that we're looking at a 3 million barrel per day deficit of oil supply in the fourth quarter. We've just heard how Chinese demand is picking up despite the economic problems they've had there. We also have developed world demand looking pretty good despite higher rate environment. And it's really being reflected in the market. We've just had a 29% quarterly gain. We've got oil now in very, very solid backwardation structures, which is a sort of bullish market pattern. So all the pressure is looking to move oil up, and it's almost a consensus now that we're going to see $100 barrel oil. The interesting thing is, do we stay there? Quite a few people are saying that once it does get to that level, it's probably not likely to go much higher or stay there for longer, and that's for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Saudi Arabia is going to face an increasing amount of blowback from the major sort of oil-consuming nations, particularly the US, if oil prices keep getting higher. Secondly, we haven't seen any demand destruction up till now, but above $100 a barrel, that starts to sort of become more of a possibility that we start to see drops in demand.
Right. So Andrew, take us. Well, I guess that's now the backdrop for this upcoming oil gathering, if you will, in the Middle East. Talk to us about expectations there. Yeah, well,
ADIPEC, that's the big Middle Eastern oil conference that's running this week in Abu Dhabi. It's interesting in that the theme of it is very much climate related, and that's because Abu Dhabi, of course, will host COP28 in a couple of months' time. So I think the tagline for the conference is decarbonising faster together. This has, of course, the oil industry's increasing influence on climate negotiations this year, which are being held in Abu Dhabi and run by the head of ADNOC, the big Abu Dhabi oil company, is attracting concern from climate activists who are just wondering about the appropriateness of having major polluters sort of presiding over the process. But it comes as the oil industry, I think, is looking to have more of a say in the climate negotiations, and they were particularly have been emboldened after the Russian invasion of Ukraine last year and the skyrocketing prices of fossil fuels. And their argument is very much, yeah, we're in this transition, but we need to make sure that we do keep investing in fossil fuels and refining to a certain extent, so we don't get these sort of massive dislocations and wild price spikes. So people will be looking out for that kind of talk at ADIPEC as a bit of a preview of what's going to go on at COP28.